Anyone watching, I'll be back in a minute. Just go and make a quick cup of coffee. Right, so I was getting a bit thirsty. Run that of orangeade. Hot. Don't like scorching hot coffee. Right, so I did a little video, unpacking video earlier today. Pond and cemetery video. Well, give it another day or two, then I'll upload the complete cemetery video. Now, I might actually release it later on tonight. Depends how good you are. If you be a good boy, I might release it tonight for you. Right, so these are the meters I got through today from AliExpress. I ordered about just over 2 weeks ago. It's gone to go. I'm not on StreamYard, sir, but they're the ones I ordered, and I put them right next to that bear, the new one. And would you believe as soon as I put it there, they started going off. Now they have actually got batteries in what I put in there. Right, so that's going to go there for a minute. Not saying we're going to get anything now, but I did earlier. Oh, there we go. Are you haunted? Can you light up our the second orange? I think it is. Can you light 4 lights up for me? Oh, yeah, it did. Nearly lit the, well, it lit 4th one up just about. And this is the other one. And I put that right next to it earlier. Now, I don't know if that's normal. It could be picking up energy from myself. I don't know. As soon as I let go, it stops. So there could be a little issue with those when walking around. I'm going to do like a little test in a minute. Going to do a little test with them in a minute. Where's my K2? So I'm not saying that the bear is anyway haunted, because I only got the bear yesterday, and you know, if it was, I'm going to tell you a little bit about that bear. Well, I got it from actually in a minute. The bear I got from the same charity shop that I got from that book, which I bought in the same charity shop 10 years ago. The day I did the 1-day voluntary work, and I suddenly went completely ill just by picking up one book. And I do believe that book was spiritually active, because I was sick for 3 days, right? Vomiting, diarrhea, throwing up, everything, you know, headaches, nauseous. And on the Sunday, I actually went to the church and asked the priest to bless me. And as soon as he started blessing me, I started feeling a lot better. I got him to bless some salt and water, and I went home. And I started saying prayers all over the fucking place. And the place suddenly started feeling a lot lighter than it was. Because within them 3 days, I was ill. The whole place felt like dark, depressive. You know, it just did not feel like living in a proper place. And that was 10 years ago. 10 fucking years ago, you know. So, I don't know how old the bear is. I thought it might be one of those stifle ones, or whatever, you know, the very old kind of bear, but it's not. It's not that old. So what we're going to do, don't know for a minute. I need to find this other one which I bought the other day, well, about a week ago. So what did I do with it? It's going to be a little bit awkward actually, because it's just going to be too many EMF meters. There's that one. Right. I'm going to have to find a place where I can just put nothing but EMF meters. Might have to sort those drawers out again. Right, so right. I'm not saying the bed's haunted. Like the balls off me fucking. Alright, put those there. Right. So I have got 7 EMF meters here. 7. Right. We got. Oh Lord, the state of this fucking room, man. Look at the state of this room. Right, so you got this one here, which I got off Amazon a little while ago. This one has, why is it going red? Am I haunted? Weird, every time I hold it so close to me, it goes off. Like now. Not. Right, so that one has got two, could be picking up my TV, that one actually. Now, I did find out something about these EMF meters, which I will explain about in a minute. So that's got two, that's got two. Now, the only problem about these two EMF meters, they stay on, but they go off within about 3 to 5 minutes. So what I want to do is just test these ones to see if we get anything. Not going to do any ghost box or anything like that tonight. I just want to test these out with the bear. So this one here, there's 3 different readings, while those two only have 2. So at the moment, that's reading 5 VM and that's reading 7. It's gone down to 6 and that one's gone down to 1. Now, if I change them around, I really need something really like kind of active. See, now that's gone down to 0. I know you can't see them, but I'm telling you, it's gone down to 0 on top, 0, 0, 0 at the bottom. That's actually now reading 9, 8, 8 at the top, 0, 0, 0. It's actually between 7 and 8 fluctuating. This one is 01.955, middle is 001.55, and the bottom is 0.0.55. Now that one keeps going up and down, up and down, up and down. While this one, until you move it, it's when you move it, it starts getting a bit of a reading. No, I'm holding it now and it's gone up to 28, 29, 30. But if I put that down and leave it, it's gone down to 0 again. All right. So that's those ones. I do have this one as well. So what we do is put that one there. Now I'm going to stick that one up there. So now that is reading 5, 7, 0. Now one's 0.02, which fluctuating from 01.9 to 02.084. So that top one's fluctuating. The middle one is static at 001.55, and the bottom is still the same as earlier, 0.055. So the top one is actually fluctuating. So I'll tell you what I think that's picking up in a minute here. Now that's the the other new EMF meter I've got today. So it's this one and that one. All right. Now we saw that light up over there, all right? But I'm going to tell you something in a minute. This one here, I did have 3 of these, but I can't remember. I've done the third one, so the third one's disappeared. So that one can go there. Move that over to there. And K2 meter. go there. Right, so that's 7 EMF meters running at the moment. Now, if suddenly a spirit came right in, see that's gone off now. So I've now got to turn it back on. I don't know if there is a way of keeping them turned on. I'll have to see if I can find the manual and check the manuals on them. But I know that one's going to go off shortly as well. This one will probably stay on. That one will probably stay on. And that one may go off. I think they do go off after about 5 minutes. So the reason why I got these detectors is to just do a little bit of a test run on them. Because I was watching a YouTube channel earlier today, right? And what he said, I kind of believe. And what he said is that EMF meters do pick up a random EMF, you know, whether it be energy from your light bulb, power from your sockets, energy from your TV, your computer, you know, your telephone, your mobile phone, whatever, yeah. They're all generating EMF, right? Now, closer you bring something to, like, let's get the EM pump out, for instance, yeah. Closer you bring something that's generating EMF, oh shit, that's gone off now. Turn it back on. It's going to be a bit awkward. I've got a bit of cardboard here. That'll probably make it a bit better. Say that, it still falls off. So that one just turned off. I think because it might be because it fell. Right. So one EM pump. Let me see. As soon as I start bringing it over forward, that K2 meter starts going off. Right. That's gone orange now. That one did start flickering just slightly. Now it's second green. Right. So further I bring these over, these two seem to go off rather quickly and a lot more. Now that one, bring it back a bit, that one was going up to 20 before it started going red. That one on top has gone to 0.4, and these are changing as well. That's 0.003.00 just then. Now that's like 0.100. Now I'm going to put the EM pump there for a minute. Now you can see as I bring them over, that's going crazy. So that one. Although it says 6V on that one, it's 0.92 on there. So unit. VVP and milligogs. So now I changed it over. That's 35 and 9.5 on that one. This is 0.90. Well, I'll change that over. What was that on there? VVP. So that is 0.87, 0.90 and 4 VM. Well, that one says 35 VM, 9.5, all right? Now, although that one's going off crazy, this one's kind of like not going off as much. But as soon as I start turning it around, it will do. And that one's gone completely red. That's now 1.2. That would actually say that's high EMF. I'm being tracked with high EMF around here right now. That is practically dangerous, right? Looks like the Terminator. So, what's happening is that is picking up EMF, right? But that one still says 35. It's still going off when it shouldn't be. Unless I've got hold on it. I think I had help. No, I didn't have hold on it. So why that was still doing that, I don't know. But that does go up when you touch it. So if you're going to do some form of like EMF experiment, you need not to hold it. But it is on 6 EMF at the moment. While that one's on 4. That one is on 8. So I don't know what's going on now, but each one is giving me a different reading. That's giving me 4, 7, and 9 now. Now 8. So that keeps fluctuating between 8 and 9. That one keeps fluctuating between 6 and 7. And that one's sturdy at 4. Right. Now it's gone up to 10. So I don't know why that is. Oh, because I pressed the other button. But that's zeroed off completely. But that's still giving me 7, and that one's still giving me 8. Now, the video I was watching earlier did state that, you will get EMF throughout the whole room, right? And even one of the worst channels that I started hating to watch, because they have been known to fake so much shit. I will not mention the name, Ghost Hunters. Yes, those with Steve and Jason. They was actually on someone else's video stating that the K2 meter is more as a engineer professional kind of like EMF meter. Plumbers and electronics, someone who goes around and sorts out, your wiring when your wiring starts fucking up. Apparently they use these quite a lot because they do pick up, the spikes of your electrical cabling and whatever. No, a proper engineer would use something completely different to this. Only because they're plumbers and maybe carpenters, they can't say that this is, one of the top-notch fucking EMF meters out there for someone who dabbles in electronics, i.e. fixing someone's like broken circuit box. Because they have better equipment, valued at thousands of dollars. So they're not going to use a fucking cheap $15 K2 meter. But they did say that, although this actually does pick up different forms of EMF, which it can do, it can be manipulated by EMF. And when it spikes, we all get excited, especially in the paranormal unity. K2 just lit up. Wow, thank you, spirits, thank you. Well, yeah, sometimes I do get a little bit excited, but only when it starts going, completely fucking ballistic. because when you've had a K2 meter sitting there for like 10, 20, 30 minutes and it's not done a damn thing, maybe went to the second light, but then back to the first light, then all of a sudden, you're asking a question, and like, if anyone's here, please manipulate the device to let us know you're here. And it suddenly goes, top red, looks like it's going to explode. Then yeah, like even Jason said, like, this can be, an okay device to use for the paranormal, because you can use you can use it as like asking direct questions, and if it spikes, directly after you ask a question, then yeah, you are getting activity on that device. Now, if you're asking the same kind of question on any other meter, you're going to get a spike on it. Now, remember a few weeks ago, we had 2 of these and a K2 meter, and they all 3 went off exactly the same time, not once but twice, I think it was. And that is after I've asked a question. So I can't tell you, that what made them go off was, a paranormal event, like a spirit communicating with us, but something spiked it here. Some unknown anomaly set them off. And they've been sitting there for, 10, 20 minutes, maybe longer, before it actually did go off. And that was after I've asked certain questions as well. So I think EMF meters are good for the paranormal, but you got to be careful because, a mobile phone, either turned onto airplane mode. That just went off on my hand then. Even, like if it's near a mobile phone can set it off. If you've got walkie-talkies, then yeah, walkie-talkies would definitely set them off. A walkie-talkie will even set off a REM pod and any other kind of like device that detects EMF, electromagnetic energy. Now, that is going off, but I can't say that's paranormal or not, because I'm also generating electromagnetic energy around myself. That could be picking up my energy to make that go off. I know sometimes I did do this before. I do that sometimes. It will show and it will flicker more than 1 or 2 LEDs, but this is a newer model, and I think they probably like ironed out some of the actual flaws from them. So when you do that, although it looks like it's bringing up 2 LEDs, it's not. It's only still got the ones, just like the vibration. Now, with this one, let's see that's turned off, that's turned off, and that's turned off. So don't stay on forever, those ones. That one can stay on. That one, I think you can keep on, but you got to keep messing around with the buttons, and there's a specific setting. That one over there, I don't know about, and that one there, I don't know either if there is a way of keeping them turned or not. I think with that one, and that one, you're gonna have to turn it on and walk around and see, what EMF you're getting. But you've got to realise that you're generating EMF as well, so you could be picking up partly some of your EMF, but you could also be picking up EMF that's fluctuating around the room. Like, with the Russians, there's one Russian YouTuber I watch. He uses one of these ones. And I thought, what, if they're not too expensive, I'll get one. Because he's walked around with it and it's gone completely like a ballistic on him. You can shake it around and it's not going to set off. But I'm holding it and it's on 21. But you don't have to really worry about that. It's the bottom one, which is reading. You can actually have it on AVG, which is reading, well, it was reading 0 just then, but it's only got like VVP and VM. And at the bottom you've got MG and UT. Now I was watching him and he was getting more hits on the bottom than he was on the top. And I think what that is, that's actually, detecting the mini golfs better than that one is. That one will pick up the EMF at the top. Yeah, of course it will. But this one actually picks up the mini golfs. I can't even remember what that is now, but the MG. And he had it on, I think, 0.0. And it was on like double, triple figure sometimes. But then he had it on triple figure, 0.00, and it's still going off red. So I thought I'd get this one just to see what it's like, But it's so like, when you're handling it, just pan it around. The top LED, the top numbers still do like raise because it's now 24. But they could be picking up the EMF from the light, could be picking up from the monitors, the PC. Could be picking up for me, I don't know. But when you put it on AVG, it's still around about the same numbers. And you can put a hold on this one, but you can't actually record it that I know of. Can't record the actual settings. You can hold it and then write and set, like press hold and then write down the settings and then unpress hold, and then you can turn it off, turn it back on and reset it, and then see what happens. If you get another hit, then you can just compare the actual hits on your written down notes, kind of thing. But that now says 10. Just a minute ago that was 24. But now look, that's picking up the LED. That's picking up the light, I'm sure it is. So I can't say, that is picking up, a spirit. That's picking up the LED, that light. When I bring it down, it lowers down. Bring it up. So this is picking up that light. I'll guarantee it, right? Right. So with this one, again, that's picking up the light. The only thing is it hasn't got a buzz on this one. I know. I don't think it has anyway. I don't know if it's got a buzz on it or not. Don't think it's got a buzz on it. Oh, it has. But it's very quiet. It's a very, very quiet buzzer. And I'll put it on hold, I think, so you can actually listen to it. Well, I'm going to take that apart and find out what buzzes that in there, and I might try to swapping the buzzer over. I was going to order 2 different EMF meters today, but I decided to hold back for a month or 2. This one, will it do the same? Yeah. Where's the back light on there? That's picking up the LED light up there. And that's giving me a 58. So that's giving me 58. That one's giving me 87 from there. This one, 70, 71, 76, trying to do it like arm length 68. So that's 3 different readings that I've got from 3 different EMF meters. So I can't tell you exactly what is, giving me the true reading. Now this one stays on all the time. It has already so far. But this one is actually giving me 0.4. 0.4.555. 04726 just then. Second line is 003.00, and the bottom line is 00100. This one. I can't remember if it's got a light on it or not. No, it don't. This one is not even picking up the EMF on the light. I'm not getting no top numbers whatsoever. Unless I get up. I'm still not getting nothing on it. Just turn it off and on again. No, nothing. Nothing on this one. Got Celsius and it's got MG and HT, and it's not giving me nothing on this light at all. Why them 3 are? Those 4 are, right? This one is static 0000 all the way through. And if I put it near my computer, I was getting 67 just then from the computer. On my monitor, nothing. So this, I think, only picks up certain EMF. I don't think it picks up anything near the light switch. Nothing on the light switch whatsoever. But I know it picks it up on an EM pump. .9, 8.34. So, it will pick up EMF, but only certainly EMF. So when you're walking around with this, and you got, say, like that, I'm going to go with this one more, because this one is definitely going to ping up EMF for the light bulb. I don't think you'll get a reading with the light turned off. Let me check. It still might give a little bit of a trace. Yeah. So the EMF around the light is still fluctuating. But now it's stopped. Well, kind of. If I bring it over here, it lowers down a little bit. So it's stopped now. But there's still EMF that's probably like floating around the light bulb. So if I was going to go out on a paranormal investigating, I'd probably use this one more than that one. Although it's a brand new EMF meter that I've got today. Because like, let's say all these 4 here was picking that LED bulb up out there and giving us like high readings. That one, nothing from the light bulb. So I'll use something which isn't going to give me EMF from a light bulb. It does from a computer. I don't know if it actually light from a junction box or anything. So I've got a junction box in the cupboard, but it's kind of like blocked with other stuff in the front of it. So I wouldn't know what that would be giving me from a junction box, because I tried the light switch just now and it didn't do nothing. So light switch and that, don't get nothing off that at all. Those four we have done. This is a new one today, and like that, nothing at all on this one. What about the K2 meter? Nothing. So, where people turn around and say like, "Oh, well, these go off in with a light bulb turned on." No, it don't. So I just tested it. I just showed you. It don't. See the difference between those? This one's got a round push button. That's got a flat top. LEDs going up on that one, while they're going across on this one. Now there is another EMF detector out there, yeah, which I was going to get. You can get them on eBay for about 14 quid. The new K2 meter, and you can get them on AliExpress for about 12 quid. But time you pay your postage, it's going to be the same as getting one from eBay than it is from AliExpress. And AliExpress, you're going to have to wait like 2.5 weeks for it to turn up anyway. So, I would actually say, if you're going out in the field, right? I know the K2 meter still gives off like signals from random EMF spikes. We just can't say exactly what EMF spikes a K2 meter is actually picking up. Now, a lot of people are saying K2 meter in the bin. In the bin. And probably the other people say, well, hang on a minute. I prefer to use, if I can find it, I'm not going to get the REM pod out, but the REM pod, that does go off quite a lot as well. So what about the EMF meter with a DC box, not a DC box, an EM pump? Well, we'll turn on the EMF meter at the back. Already I'm getting a 5.2. Right, 148.2. Well, I'm not getting nothing on top there, am I? Note on the LEDs. But on here, 149.6. All right. What about with the LED light bulb? Nothing. 0.1, 0.0. And don't get my antenna's broke. That makes it more sensitive. But that's for this. This is for the temperature. But it's not picking up anything from the LED light. I wouldn't mind getting a new one of these, but they're about fucking 250, 300 quid now. I ain't paying that much for another one. So if I was going to go out and do an investigation tomorrow night, to take limited amount of EMF detectors, I would probably take this one. I know people don't like them. I don't like them sometimes, but they don't give you as many false readings as they say they do. I take a K2 meter. And I'll take one of these new ones. I'll take one of these as well with me. And for the shits and giggles, the new one, that new one as well. as I say, each one of them gives a complete different reading. And I don't think you can actually calibrate them to get them all at the same reading, like 0.00 as a, you know, like start fresh restart. You know, as soon as you turn it on, 0.00. Because as soon as you turn most of them on, you're always getting something on them, like 0.05 or 0.12 or something like that, you know, kind of thing. You're not going to get it calibrated down all the way to 0 because you're always going to get some form of EMF that is manipulating the devices. Now, how many types of EMF is out there? Your guess is as good as mine. I've got no fucking idea. But I had that one, and that one next to this bear beside me for a few minutes. As soon as I put that next to the bear, that went red, and that went to like 3 LEDs. And it only went for like that for about maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes max. Then it completely went quiet. And every so often I turned around and that wasn't doing nothing. But then I kind of looked back and it started flashing again. So I'm thinking like maybe like, you know, they know when you're watching. And they might light them up when you're not watching. But when you do watch, they don't do, you know, they don't fuck around with them. But if you're very quick, you know, you might see it flash for that split second, you know, kind of thing. So that's like, I was thinking about getting some more EMF meters, but I don't know yet. Might get a couple more next month just to test them out, see what they're like. I know it's going to be money out of my pocket, you know, and things I might not be able to use. I was actually looking for a device which will give me the info on moisture, studs, metal, and piping. I was looking for one on AliExpress today, and I saw a nice one actually. And I was going to order. I thought, no, hang on, I've got a fucking device that does that anyway. Why keep spending money on devices when you're not going to really use them? So I held back on those ones. But I've got mine in me watch list because I might get them next month. I'm running out of money again this month. Fucking hell, the amount of money I spent out again. If I didn't spend 17 quid on my hair fucking cut, I could have got one. But yeah, I thought I'd just do that, you know, just to share that, you know, EMF meters do manipulate, you know, they will pick up different forms of EMF and they will give you sometimes false readings. Just do not walk around with a fucking walkie-talkie and key up next to the device because practically all your devices will go ballistically crazy and you're thinking it's a spirit when it isn't. It's your walkie-talkie. And I will prove that to you. So I have walkie-talkies, don't I? Of course you do, Steve. You're full of tricks and gadgets and God knows what else. Oh, look, see? I'm just keying up. It's not doing nothing with them two, though. Unless I put it right near it. This one ain't doing nothing. But that one is. So you might get like your flutter between 0 and 1 on there. But they can be manipulated through walkie-talkies, mobile phones, even some other devices can manipulate them. I've actually used the DC box, and when the DC box goes off, it's actually set some of the other bits off. Both my balls are falling down. Both my balls are dropped. Hang on a minute, I need to find my balls. There's one now. Where's my other ball gone? There it is. Got my balls. Got my balls. So this is Oh, don't do it now. Called me a fucking liar now, don't it? Maybe it's the other one. Where is it? I think sometimes this one sets it off a little more. Might not do it though. No, it's not doing it now. No, it has done it in the past. This has actually set off a K2 meter once before, or not once, but a few times in the past. Unless it was a spirit setting them both off at the same time. But that's the 4 I would take with me on an investigation, being the school one when I do it. These other ones will probably stay at home. I could give one to, I don't know how many people are going to go to the school, staff members. I could just say, like, here's an EMF meter, just log it down. Every time you get a fluctuation, just write down what numbers you're getting, and we can actually like tally them up with the other EMF meters. So I've seen a paranormal group use this one before, but I've only seen one group use it. With that one, which I really kind of like hate, where it keeps shutting down after about 5 minutes. But I suppose it does save your battery. I'd rather have it turned on and have the battery wasted than having it keeps shutting down every 5 minutes and turning it back on. But I have seen paranormal groups use this one, and they've got pretty good, decent hits. Although I do say, as I say, like, when you're walking around with it, it sometimes does like fluctuate. Like at the moment, it's like 30 in my hand, 33 M. Now that's going off because I'm right near the TV screen. I'll bring it back. See, even the TV will set it off. I'm just wondering the remote control for a TV would set that off as well. Right, so I've got I think another EMF device somewhere, but I couldn't be bothered hunting around for every single one and find them all. But what I'm trying to do is keep these like kind of like boxed and clean and tidy, so they don't get kind of like all cracked up and dropped everywhere. So I did buy 2 of those other ones, and you get these cheap on Amazon, not Amazon, AliExpress. You can buy these for, I think, £4.50, and it's like £4 postage. That's £8. £8. A lot cheaper than the K2 meter, and it does the same sort of thing as a fucking K2 meter. I've actually going to be buying some more of these. Now, I did take one apart earlier today to see if there's a way of putting a buzzer in. You can kind of put a buzzer in, but you hear when you do it, it's like a low clicking noise as soon as you turn it on. But as soon as you start getting spikes, the buzzer will go really loud. So you can do it that way, but having like a little clicking noise in the background when you turn it on would drive me insane, I'll tell you. Unless I put a switch in to turn it off and only turn it on when I want to turn it on, it is possible to do it. But the board, all the circuitry is in the front, and at the back there's hardly anything you can solder to at the back. I was just trying to connect the 2 wires of a buzzer from the plus and the negative of an LED. And if you bring say the positive from the top and put the negative down to the last one, that's when you get that little clicking noise. And as soon as you put it near the end pump, it will raise the noise of the buzzer up quite considerably. But I don't think I'll fuck around with it, to be honest with you. I'll just leave it as it is. So 2 of those I bought. Let me see. 1, 2. So I might get a couple more, maybe. But I've got an eye on 2 other EMF detectors at the moment, and they are cheaper on AliExpress. So I've looked on eBay and Amazon, and it's like on AliExpress you're saving, I think, a third of the price as it is on eBay. That's with postage, and probably nothing on Amazon, because it's a lot more expensive on Amazon than it is on AliExpress. But on eBay, let's say like you're paying 25 quid for an EMF detector, the one I've seen, you can get on AliExpress with postage for like 20 quid, so you're saving like a fiver. And you can put that fiver towards something else, you know. So, yeah, that's the bell I got yesterday at that charity shop that I worked at 10 years ago for one day and went violently ill after buying a book on hauntings and ghosts. 3 days illness until I went to the church, and I asked the priest to bless me and started feeling better as soon as I got blessed. But that's the 4 I would take, as I say. That one, that one, that one, and that one. I might probably take that one. I won't take the REM pod, because the REM pod's just too like bulky. That takes up a lot more space, and the antenna keeps falling apart off it anyway. Alright, so let me put these over here. So I hope you enjoyed this little video about me explaining the EMF detectors. They can be easily manipulated by different types of EMF. I just ain't got no way of like manipulating 100 different EMF forms, you know, kind of thing. It ain't gonna be possible for me to do that. You know, they say like if you go out in the middle of the field, right, we've got no cables overlaying, then you know you'll probably get a more of a true reading. But they didn't state, and I will say this in a second, you could be out in the middle of the field and there's no antennas, you know, pylons and all the cables going across the road or anything like that. Yeah, you think you're like, you know, you're in a location where there might be an old hut there, you know, there's no electricity, but how do you know there ain't cables underneath you? Didn't think about that, did they? No, because there could be underground cabling. So when you start getting spikes, you're thinking, oh look, you know, well, there's no pylons above me. I'm getting hits on, you know, on my EMF meter. That means there's a ghost around me. Not necessarily, because it could be your mobile phone that you've not turned off. It could be your walkie-talkie that you might have and hadn't been turned off. Or it could be cabling underneath the ground, which you do not know because you've not researched the ground from public records. So am I right or am I wrong now? So I thought that might have been one of the old Stife kind of teddy bears, but it's not, you know, it's more of a modern kind of like teddy bear. And I've not done no research on it. I don't know if there's any value to it, to be honest with you. Magnifying time. Kill Toys, K-E, I think it's K-E-A-L, Kill. Could be K-E-E-L or K-E-A-L. No, Kill, it's at the bottom. Fucking idiot. Registered production for Kill Toys Limited. So I don't know if this has got any value or not. And you know what? You can actually hand wash this. Stick it in the bucket. And you know what this reminds me of, actually? The bigger version of Mr. Bean's teddy bear. You know? I'll tell you when I go out for the pictures. I can't do Bean. But at least I never pulled the fucking head off of Mr. Bean's teddy bear. Right, let's see what's been saying on chat, because I haven't been able to see chat because I've been too much fucking busy talking to you. Alright, so hello hologram. No, there's no batteries in the bear. It's just a normal stuffed teddy bear. Not like my other one behind me. That one. That one has got a battery pack in it, and it's got a musical thing, and it's got push buttons in it as well. As you know, and I've kept them together for now. Let them have a bit of company. I'd love for that to fucking turn on and start playing the music, because I know it's not turned on. And if it turns on and starts playing music, I'm going to take the batteries out, because people have actually had things turn on when batteries are not even been inserted on them, and they've had some weird stuff. Who was that guy I used to watch? English guy used to go around doing investigations. He went into a house and some of the toys started going off. And the woman kept saying, you know, poltergeist activity, you know, things are moving, toys are going off, you know, at random. And he's gone in there and he's like gone upstairs and he said, well, you know, if you're true, you're able to like make a toy light up or play music, do it. He actually did do it. His name's Don, but I can't remember his last name. Don something. So he's upstairs and things start going off downstairs. He's gone down and, you know, he's said stop and they stopped, I think, at the time. And like he's picked up the item that's actually been playing. He's opened it up and there's no batteries in it. So he's put it down. And he goes, well, I can't work that out, you know, kind of thing. So he goes out for a cigarette smoke in the garden and the toys start going off again. And he's gone in there and he's checking them. And most of the toys have got no fucking batteries in them. So where is the energy coming from to make that toy go off? Or the spirits manipulating the energy from somewhere to make them go off. It's not like an invisible battery. Right. Right. So, you know, I don't know anything about the today, as I say. Oh, Christ, I don't know where I got the t-shirts from. And I got them from Amazon, and let's see. Jesus Christ, man, you're asking a saint now, aren't you? Orders. No, it's not coming up. What is this? T-shirt. T-shirt. No. T-shirt. No, let me see if I can do it this other way. I'll see if I can find similar ones. I might have even got them off eBay. I don't really know. I can't remember. You must love this red t-shirt, don't you? Is it too sexy for your body? Too sexy for his body. There's a 4-pack one. I think they might be the ones, but they weren't that expensive. 44 quid. Now I can't bloody read chat because you've got me fucking looking for t-shirts on Amazon. Now the 3-pack of black. I know I got them on Amazon. I'm sure I did. I think they must have sold out because I can't seem to find any. Oh, hang on. Oh no, they're kids. They're not the ones. These are adults. So those ones. Right, let's go back to page 1. There's page 2 on it. So that's not the ones. There's a pack here, similar, but they're more expensive than the ones I paid for. Hello, Haunted Dolls. Is that the Haunted Doll I've spoken to before? Let me see. No, it's not. That's a troll. Because he's only signed up today. Goodbye, troll. You're gone. That's a troll. You're not doing your jobs, guys. That's a troll. T-shirt. But let's see. Did I post that link then? Yeah. Let's see if I can find them on eBay. See if they got them on eBay. Right. Okay, I found the ones similar. But these ones, you get 2 white ones. 1 black, 1 red, 1 blue. There is a 10-pack one. I'm just going to post the 5-pack one from Amazon, from eBay. So that's the eBay listing, and they are similar to ones I have actually wearing. I think the red one is this particular one. You get 2 white, 1 blue, 1 red, 1 black. But you just do like t-shirts pack on eBay, you'll find that they've got various different t-shirts, mixed random ones, 5 t-shirts, 4XL. Mine's a double XL actually, I think, or triple XL, I can't remember. Right, let's get back to reading the chat now, shall we? I've got too much of a headache to do anymore. Oh, so they pick up any kind of EMF or fluctuations of electrical devices, you know. So you know, you can't really trust a lot of them stuff nowadays anyway. You're always going to get false readings. It's not just like with a TV, you know, you buy a brand new TV and it starts fucking up within 5 minutes. My one did. Until I had to turn it off and turn it back on a couple of times. Found out it's a battery that was in remote control was switching my TV on and off. So yeah, hello Angela, I did see you there. Hello Winter. Check my email, see if you emailed me yet. Well, nothing there yet. Ain't watching the background. Can you give that a tickle and like and subscribe? You're looking at the screen. It would help us, Steve. Cheers. Better still come join our hologram in chat. Well, you can say that. Yeah. Well, you just sit there watching, thinking, who is this fucking weird prick? This guy talks shit. You know, he doesn't know what he's fucking talking about. You know, he's trying to explain about EMF meters and he's got it all fucking random way around, you know, kind of. Well, I explain things as best as I can. Well, your granddaughter's getting better anyway, yeah? I'm going to be releasing the full version of the cemetery later tonight. I won't make you have to become a member to watch it. I'm not that greedy. I'm not that grumpy old bastard that says, like, you do this and you fucking do that, or well, you're not going to watch it, you kind of thing. I don't like do shit that other people do nowadays on social media. In fact, hang on a minute. Go to studio. In fact. No, I want. Right, that's done. They were quit from well, it's 15 days because you are still paying the postage. Like some of the items you get off AliExpress say free postage, but them ones take up to like 2 months. You know, you pay a couple of quid, then you're getting within 15 days. Because don't forget, you know, China, their money isn't that great over there, is it really? And you get shit over there so cheap nowadays. The thing is, like, you know, some of the Chinese gear, and I've noticed this year, some of the Chinese gear, people knock off saying they're completely shit. I bought stuff from China before, and they work better than some of the original fucking United States or English shit, you know. So, you know, you can't really knock China off that much. Sometimes, you know, you do get some really great shitty stuff, yeah. But you know, if it's a business they want to keep their reputation, they're gonna try and sell stuff at a decent quality, aren't they? They're not gonna just rip you off and then suddenly close down the fucking business because like they ripped off a couple of hundred people. You know, they're gonna have to buy so much stock to rip people off to get the money back, aren't they, really? But you know, I bought a lot of stuff off China and I've not really had any problems whatsoever. Well, I say hardly. I've had a couple of problems where there's either a missing bit or it came through broken, but they've always like said like, you know, 85% I've always got either a refund or a replacement. The odd 15% no replacement or no refund. So, you know, when you're getting from China, you got, you know, there is a little bit of a risk. I wouldn't be surprised I pick up fucking Radio 1, Radio 2, BBC, you know, ITV, you know, any fucking channel. So I'm scrolling down. I think I read a couple of those already. Let me Google. Was it Kel Toys, wasn't it? I think that might be American. I think they're American. I don't think you're actually going to find any that old nowadays. They're more modern days. Yeah, they're all more modern. Oh, hang on. No, that's not one. So they don't have the dates then. I've not even seen one on here. I'm looking under the images on Kel Toys Teddy. And I only seen one photo of him yet. So it's got to be fucking rare. It's got to be very rare. Let me put turquoise. That's not him. That's not him. I don't know if it'd be under retro bears or not. Yeah. Not seen him at all. Well, there must have been hundreds, even thousands made. And I'm not seeing him on any of the images under Kel Toys Retro Bear. See one similar to him with a brown nose. More of a darker brown nose. Well, not even brown, it's black. Black nose. I ain't got a mouth on that one. Where's your mouth gone? That comes ain't got no mouth. Are you supposed to eat and drink? It's probably been peeled off or something. I don't know if it's peeled off or... I'm not seeing anything like him on there. Well, I say anything like him. There is some like him, but not exactly the same as him. Now I've got to go back to my bloody channel page. Now I've got to go stop. No, I'm going to do a spirit box with him probably tomorrow if I don't go out. So I've been kind of busy today and I've got no fucking bad headache. I'm going to say something about this poltergeist stuff in a minute. Just bear with me. Well, I actually got that one for £1. That new one. From the shop where I fucking went ill 10 years ago. I say, like, if you check eBay, they got the similar t-shirts that I've got, cheap, shitty ones for whatever price it was. Yeah, well, I can't be bothered with them fucking arseholes keep coming on. There is actually a Haunted Doll YouTube channel out there. So I was going to ask him if you want to come on for a chat one night, but I don't know if I will or not. I was supposed to have tried to get Bobby Gallio on again Sunday, but I was out. I was out most of the day, weren't I think. But I will do a spirit box with them later tomorrow, probably, if I don't go out. If I go out tomorrow, then it'll be the next day, which will be, what, Thursday? Fucking watch strap broke today. Really pissed off about that. Well, I can't really wear my watch now. And I can't find a strap for it. I found one similar for like £2. I thought, fuck it. I ordered it. Then I'm not stupid enough to buy another cheap watch for £15. Because I didn't buy the EMF meters, I thought, fuck it, I'll just buy another watch. So I do like... The reason why that broke, I was trying to put my rucksack on after I went shopping. My bag was heavy and it got caught up. It keeps catching me bloody watch. And it just ripped the strap right off. Really fucking annoyed with it. I was on about 7 views on it. I've only just fucking released it. I ain't even told you I've released it yet. 8 views on it already. Fucking hell, man. I didn't even share it out to any social media and I've already got 8 views on it. Are they taking the piss or what? I want 1 fucking 8 views, I want like 100 views within a minute. Let's start sharing it out on my free social media accounts. Reddit. Facebook. Now, how many people are going to sit and watch the whole fucking video? That's the thing. I only watched it myself. Well, I've gone through it quickly, just to make sure the audio works on it, but that's it. I should premiere it, shouldn't I, really? So you can all sit there chatting while it's streaming. Steve, did you hear EVP? No, what EVP was that? Oh, female said, drop your trousers. Steve, did you hear that? Female spirit saying, I'm going to attack you. Steve, did you hear this? Steve, did you hear that? No. That one weren't too bad. That one actually only cost me 35 quid actually. But I bought one a little bit lower down the market price for 15 quid today. That should be here before 1 o'clock tomorrow. Yeah, I should have done it Premier, shouldn't I, really? But too late now. I am actually going out to do another cemetery this week, but I'm not sure exactly what one I want to do yet. I want to find another old one like that one. I know where there is one. Well, I can't remember if it's old or not. I know there's one down near Wimbledon. Yeah, down in Wimbledon. Bus ride from here to Mitcham, then a 200 going down towards Wimbledon. There's that one there. You got 2 big ones, which is like on the border of 2 councils. but they are more modern ones. They ain't really much old ones. You got that one up at I think it's Beckenham, which I've been to a few times. That's got a lot of old stuff in there, but I've not long done that anyway. Maybe about 6 months ago. I was thinking about doing Highgate again, but I came back from Highgate and I felt like something followed me home, and I just did not feel comfortable for several months until like I moved. Then it seemed like it just didn't follow me back to this place. So Highgate, I don't think I'd even bother doing again. There is another big one. You've got the Croydon one. There's two over in Croydon, which I've done several times each. Near Tooting, which I've done. I'm trying to find the old ones, but the thing is, the one I did the other day, I kept tripping over. Like, you just can't see the fucking graves because the grass is getting so high. It's not being looked after, that cemetery here. And I was concerned that I was going to break my fucking leg again. Because there was only 2 women in there for a little while, right, which I saw. And then they just like buggered off, and I was going to do a ghost box in there, but my bloody radio batteries weren't working. So I couldn't do my Sandium. So I did a necrophonic. Then I tried Ghost Tube, and I only got like 2 or 3 words out of that. A 5-10 minute session. So that wasn't worth doing. K2 meter wasn't even going off hardly. Mind you, I couldn't fucking see it because the batteries on that was bleeding near enough flat. So now I've got the new EMF meters. I can take one of those with me, I suppose. I took this and nothing was going on that one. Mind you, I can't remember. Well, yeah, I did take this one out, I think. I did take a DC box with me, but I didn't use it. Because I didn't know where them 2 women were. They could have been anywhere in that bloody cemetery and crept up behind me. Said, "What are you doing?" Nothing. I'm just testing out the electromagnetic fields around here. Do you have a license for that? No, not really. I'm going to call the police. That's what the kind of shit you'll get. No, I'll do it tomorrow. I ain't going to do one today because I've got too much of a fucking headache. I had no noise up them again today. I had to text her today, asking her, I said, "Hi Amy, you had your baby yet? Oh, can you do us a favour, please? Ask your kids to stop banging around. I've got such a headache. Sorry to be a pain." Then she texts me back, goes, "No, not had a baby yet. Yeah, sorry, I'll ask the kids to quiet down." Fuck, did they? Still get making the fucking noise. I've had a headache all freaking day. Again. I did trip over. I tripped over a few times on that. You can actually hear me saying, "Fuck, I just tripped over." Here we go. Nearly tripped again. There's me going, say, I'm walking around saying, "Sorry, spirits. Sorry, that I'm treading on gravestones. I can't see them. They're too deep. They're buried. I can't see the gaps. I can't see the holes. So I just tread on your grave. Sorry, I tried on your grave. Please don't, harm me. I'm here in respect. Please don't attack me or anything like that. I'm sorry that I'm treading on your graves. I just can't see fucking nothing in here." The only ones you could see was the ones that erected. The small ones you couldn't even read. You couldn't even see or read. I was more. I did see several military, which I love seeing the military ones, and I left more crosses on the military ones than the other, like the old headstones. And the reason I do that because I, fought for their country. They've served in the wars. Some were like First World War, some were Second World War. There's privates, there's sergeants, there's captains, lieutenants. And I just like saying thank you for serving for the king and country. Here's a little token as respect. Thank you for your service, sir. And I moved on to the next one. He's going to use an automated voice. He's going to use like something like Donald Duck or Mickey Mouse or something like that.
Yeah, what the heck? Yeah. Today I'm walking around and I'm going to go and visit someone today, and hopefully I will not trip over on a tombstone or a brick or a twig. I've actually nearly blinded myself because I fucking walked into a tree up a bushcraft and it hit me right in the eye. Couldn't see for about fucking 5 minutes. So all these things I do, you know, fucking for social media, what do I get out of it? Fucking nothing apart from injuries all the time. Well, I could go on to my other 5 accounts and make it another 5, but no, I'm not going to do it that way. It'll get viewed soon enough. No, even with the short one, the pond one, that had 41 views on it yesterday. Oh, you're wrong. 12 views now. You're wrong. 12 views. Yeah, well, I've got me magnet fishing and milk detecting one. I've got my fishing channel. I've got my old woodworking one. Bushcraft. I've got me other one where I used to do the old car boot fairs. Oh, and I've got the ITC channel where I do me ghost hunting builds. So hang on, it's the fishing one on the same channel as me magnet fishing and me. No, I think that's no. I've got my fishing channel. I've got my magnet fishing and milk detecting channel. That's 2. Got me boot fair channel 3. ITC builds 4. And I had another one which hasn't got no content on there whatsoever. I'll just use that for a troll account. That's 5. And this one's 6. Yeah, I was thinking about going to go up there, but I need to buy fucking a wildlife cam again. I don't really want to buy one because if we didn't look after the last one, why should I keep spending money out? You know, I have given him stuff in the past, you know, like a little pocket knife and a radio and, you know, Christmas cards and shit like that. But, you know, and he's given me, you know, the okay for me to be up there. He's given me okay to build my bushcraft. He's given me the okay to do milk detecting. Although I was told not to milk detect up there when we had all that really hot weather last year. And I couldn't milk detect up there for several months until we started getting all rain. Then it got too fucking slushy. No, he's a great guy, but you know, I don't really want to be buying another one if he ain't going to look after it, you know. Mind you, I haven't been up there for about 3 or 4 months now anyway. So I do need to go up there and get the memory card again. That's the only reason I go up there sometimes, just to change the memory card over. And have you know, check that the camp's still up, erected and still in one piece. I do need to do work up there, but it's just the cost of funding, you know, to do the repairs and everything, you know. I spent too much money on all this electronic shit, you know. So all the repairs work ain't going to be done. No, I didn't do car boots. I used to go around car boots when I went doing nothing on YouTube, on this channel. I went car booting and I fucking spent a shitload of money on buying crap. That's why my living room's so full of crap, because I was so stressed out. I went on one of those like hoarding kind of like moments for like 7 weeks, and I just kept buying crap after crap after crap. And everyone's saying you need to get rid of it, throw it away, but you got to realise I fucking put money into buying that shit. I've got to try to get some of that money back somehow. I've got like fucking 4 Xbox 360s, about 4 bloody Wii consoles, 2 PlayStation 3s. I think they all work. But, I was going to put them up on eBay as like little job lots, like, the console, the joystick, and a bunch of games when we had the lockdown. But I was too concerned, like, if I was going to make anything out of it. And then I had the concern about people fucking like trying to screw me over and reporting me, so I didn't bother. So now I've had them for over a year. It's been in my possession for over a year, maybe longer than that. I can just fucking go up to CEX and I could sell them to them, but I won't get that much money. I'll get more on trading. So I've got to start sorting them out, making sure they work. Then I can go up to CEX and say, right, here's 3 PlayStations. I don't want the money. I want the trading. And I want to see everyone get some like audio recorders or some cameras or something. Well, no, not cameras. I've got too many fucking cameras. Mainly audio recorders. Maybe another spare tablet or something. I'm not going to bother with eBay anymore. The only time I deal with eBay is when I'm buying something. I'm not selling stuff on there anymore. Can't be bothered. I wouldn't get the money back for what I spent on them anyway. Because when you put it on listing, you get listing fees, you got selling fees, you got your final selling fees, you got your postal fees, even if you don't use them. But if you put like, postage $5.99, you get charged for putting a listing of the postage. So the only way you don't get charged for the postage is by adding the postage on top, as in like, postage included. But that bumps up the price anyway, and you still get fucking like X amount taken off your final listing fees. So if you put like an Xbox 360 up for like 40 quid, I'll be lucky to get 20 quid out of it. With CX, I'm probably at least get like 15, 20 quid. Because I know they're selling theirs up there for 70 quid. So if they offer me 15, 20 quid, I can either get the cash or I can say, well, how much are you going to give me like trading? They might say, well, I'll give you 25 quid trading. I'd rather take the trading and get some equipment later. Well, 12% is like fucking expensive. No, I ain't going to bother. Plus, it costs me to keep going up to the post office to take stuff up there as well. Plus, I've got to buy, packing and boxes and shit like that. It ain't cheap. It's like when I used to make my equipment, and sell them on eBay, right? People used to complain about the cost of them. I used to sell a DC box for 45 quid. Right, 45 quid. That included the postage, right? First class recorded postage. Now, the box you don't get. You got to buy the box, you got to buy the switch, you got to buy the antenna. All 3 separate things, right? The box was around about 3 quid each, right? The switches you buy in a packet of 10 for about £2.50. Then the antennas, if you was lucky enough, you can get them £1 at the £1 shop. TV antenna with 2 antennas on it, yeah. So you're talking about a fiver on parts, right? The kit was 12 quid, right? So that's like 20. 12. That's 17 quid, right? Free postage, right? Which was around about £5 on postage. That's 22 quid, yeah. People don't realise the time and the effort and the cost of electricity and the cost of buying separate components for it, yeah. Although you can buy it as a kit, you don't want a DC box or REM pod, as people call it, with 4 red LEDs. You want different colour LEDs, like I did. And I had to buy 4 different types of LEDs. And instead of buying them in packs of 5 or 10, I used to buy them in packs of 100, right? So, you know, if I was going to buy like 10 kits and build 10 DC boxes, then, you know, I would actually have to spend out more money that way to like, you know, get all the parts together to build the 10 DC boxes. And like, you know, even if I was only like making £10 out of it, people still cast me as like a fucking like a rip-off merchant. Now, if you look on eBay now for a REM pod, a small REM pod like mine is, people are charging 70 quid for them. 70 quid. Some people used to sell them for about 55, 60, but I was the cheapest one on eBay. The cheapest. Even with my small EM pumps, yeah, my basic EM pumps, yeah, cheapest on eBay. And people, you always used to come back to me and say, oh, well, you know, have you got this, have you got that? No, I haven't got this, I ain't got that, but I could look into probably maybe building one. If I build it, I'll let you know, and then I'll upload it on, like, you know, list it on eBay. But then the drama came in, then the fucking threats came, then the reports came. So I thought, well, fuck this shit. I'd stop doing it. If I'm building something, I'll build it for myself. If I build more than I expect to build, like, you know, if I've got like 8 kits for 8 DC boxes, yeah, I could either keep all 8, or I could say to some of you guys, oh, I've got a DC box here, you know, I'm not using, I've just made it. If you're interested, this is how much I want for it. PayPal me, and then, you know, I'll send it to you. Well, I ain't going to list it on eBay because it's just a fucking, eBay just rips you off. I'm not going to do it with eBay anymore. Well, I need money, but I ain't going to put myself through that shit again. Not with the fucking haters out there. I got reported every single year for selling stuff on eBay. And every year I had a phone call compliant. One of the first one I had to go to a compliance down Streatham. And I had to take all my bank statements in, everything. And I said, well, where's this tens of thousands of pounds in your bank account that they said you had? I said, well, there you go then. Because there was a complaint that someone put in, because you can actually put a complaint in anonymously through the DWP website, you know, fooled. He's making tens of thousands of pounds a week, you know. And I had to go to the job centre with my bank statements. And I said, well, where's these tens of thousands of pounds? I said, well, there you go. I said, they wasted your time, they wasted my time. And every year for 4 years, I got reported. Then the following 3, it's like a phone call. And I actually did a live stream talking to the DWP about selling stuff on eBay. And eBay is okay to sell stuff if it's your own personal belongings, which it was. And DWP said, we can't do nothing if it's your own personal belongings. If you're going out and buying something like 100 bags or 100 pairs of shoes, and then you just start selling them for like 10, 20, 30 pounds each per pair, or for each bag, or, you know, for a mobile phone, you know, whatever, then that's class of the business, and then we will step in, and yeah, you can get done for, you know, defrauding with DWP. And I said, and if it's my own personal stuff, nope. can't do nothing about it because it's your own personal stuff. It doesn't matter how much you'll make in a week. We won't do nothing about it. Unless it's like, something that you're making hundreds of thousands of pounds, like 10 grand a week, then like we can say, well, if you're making 10 grand a week, you don't need to be on social benefits. But they could see in my bank account, I fucking next to nothing in there. And they did investigate to see if I had any other bank accounts at all, and I didn't. It's just one bank account I've had practically all my life. And they said, sorry you had to go through this. Don't worry about it. 4 years in a row. So one day I rang up the DWP and I said, look, I even rang up the fraud department. I said, I've just been told that someone's going to ring you up to report me again. I said, well, they normally do it, just for the sake of doing it, they're jealous of you. They want you to get into trouble. I said, yeah, I know. I said, well, if it does come through, we will have to look at it. And it'll be sent to a department where they will look at it and they will give you a call and you might have to go in or you might have to explain yourself. I said, yeah, but can't you stop this shit? Every year for 4 years it's been going on. And I had to explain myself time and time again. He said, I'm sorry, but, we got to do our job. We got to investigate it. Then we see that you're not doing nothing wrong. Then we just wipe it off the computer. That's it. Done. All right, I'll catch you later. I'm going to go in a minute because it's like 12:30. So, but yeah, luckily enough, I've not had any more fucking bullshit. Touch wood. And as I say, I've not sold nothing on eBay for 2 or 3 years now. Can't be bothered. My eBay account is just for buying stuff. People said to me, why don't you sell stuff on Amazon? No, I can't even be bothered to do that. Because really, you can't put second-hand shit on Amazon, can you really? Amazon's more for business. I just can't be bothered. I've even been said, well, why don't you put it on Facebook Marketplace? I tried and it didn't work. So what's the point? I'll either give some of the stuff away or I will go up to CX and see what they can give me for it. And it's less for what I paid for. I'll have to take it, I suppose. I've got hundreds of fucking games. I've got about 15 consoles. I've got a couple of Game Boys, which I ain't selling because I still play them sometimes on a very rare occasion. I've got a couple of Game Boys. I've got a PSP console. I've got a knockoff Chinese PSP console as well. One with 1,500 games in. And I don't even play them anymore. But I still keep them in case there might be a time when I think, let's start doing a bit of console gaming again. I've got an Xbox One, which I've not used for about a year. But it's got games on there. No, I forgot about calling the doctors. I might go out there tomorrow, actually, before I go out anywhere else. I need to get my results on my brain scan. Can't be that important, can't be that, what's that word I'm trying to think? If it was that bad, they would have rang me, I suppose, but can't be that bad for them not to call me, or unless they're just too fucking lazy to call me. Last time I had to go up and get the scan for me knee because they didn't fucking call me. Yeah, no news, good news. Right, anyway, I'm going to shoot off. How many views I had on that channel now? Is it still 12? 13. If you see anything, hear anything on that video, leave a comment on there, yeah? Timestamp it, let me know if you heard of EVP. I did scroll through it a couple of times, not just scrolling every 5 minutes or so. And I did hear a couple of EVPs on there. Definitely heard a female on there. I'm not going to say what she said, so I can't remember. But if you actually sit and watch it properly and listen carefully, you might hear some things. So let me know what you hear or see. Because there was one time I had the, I think it was the, what's the name box, Spirit Talk on. And it said, look behind, or I think it's either look behind or look in front. But it definitely said, like, either look in front or look behind, one of those two. And I think there was one where it said, I've heard, like, behind you, but it didn't actually come from the ghost box, like Necrophonic, or from the Spirit Talk. I actually thought I heard it, but I wasn't too 100% sure, so I didn't, like, mention it on the video. So yeah, if you see anything or hear anything, leave it in a comment, timestamp it, and I'll check it out. Right, I'm off. Good night, everyone. I might be on tomorrow night. We'll see how it goes. Catch you later. Bye.